All right, folks, get ready for this. Jimmy Kimmel, that late-night comedian, thought he was just being hilarious, right? He decided to mock Melania Trump, calling her an expectant widow in some pathetic parody skit for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. An expectant widow? Can you even believe the gall? And get this piece of garbage aired just days before some deranged gunman actually tried to crash the real dinner. This isn't comedy, people. This is the kind of vile, unhinged hatred that Hollywood hacks are spewing, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. You're about to see the exact line that proves it, but don't take my word for it. Watch this train wreck for yourself.
That's right. We miss you so much. And of course, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow. An expectant widow, this is what millions of ABC money buys you. This is what passes for humor in Hollywood now, wishing the former First Lady widowhood on national television. Are you kidding me? The sheer cowardice, the absolute sickness of it all, platformed by Disney, no less, right before real violence breaks out at the actual Correspondents' Dinner. This isn't comedy, folks. It's not satire. It's just pure, unadulterated, death-themed hatred. That's the exact vile line, expectant widow, that proves just how deranged Hollywood really is. They can't even hide their contempt and their ghoulish fantasies anymore. It's disgusting. Did you catch that sick line? Let's rip it apart, because this joke aged worse than any leftist policy you can name. Kimmel's pathetic parody aired on a Thursday night. And what happened just days later? The real White House Correspondents' Dinner was thrown into chaos because of a shooting scare. What a coincidence, right? Nothing says just kidding like spewing violent rhetoric, and then boom, an actual attempt on Trump's life is thwarted. This isn't comedy, people. This is normalized hatred. This is the kind of garbage that inspires the crazies, the unhinged, the people who actually think these death wishes are some kind of green light. It's a pattern, a disgusting, vile pattern we see repeating over and over again. And it's not just this one hack, Kimmel. Oh no, it gets worse. CNN, everyone's favorite unbiased news source, was spewing the exact same death talk the very same week. You hear that? The same week. This isn't isolated. It's a coordinated, disgusting attack. Take a look at this.
The Correspondents Association was trying to sort of mend some fences with a guy who wants us dead, figuratively. Figuratively, he wants journalism dead. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't think this is a great night for journalism. It's a night that's meant to be celebrating it, but I think it's a real bummer.
Did you just hear that? SE Cup on CNN straight up declaring that Trump is a guy who wants us dead. About journalists. She then tries to backtrack with a weak, figuratively, he wants journalism dead. Oh, figuratively? You think that makes it better, Cup? You think that somehow softens the blow, the message you're sending? This is CNN's journalism, right here, folks, straight up claiming the president wants reporters murdered. It's the same death-themed hatred, the same eliminationist language we just heard from Kimmel. And it's happening in the same week as the Correspondents' Dinner scare. This proves the media machine, the entire leftist apparatus, is all in on this toxic rhetoric. They're not even pretending any. Same network, same week, same derangement. But let me tell you, this pattern isn't new. It's been going on for years, escalating, festering. Remember the real assassination attempt on President Trump when he was actually shot? The left's reaction was beyond vile. It was celebratory. Take a look at this absolute trash from a Hollywood rocker just hours after the man was shot. Don't miss Trump next time. Are you serious right now? This is what Hollywood calls comedy, wishing a president dead, laughing about it, 24 hours after he was shot in the ear. The attempt happened Saturday, and by Sunday, these so-called rock stars are up there, on stage, laughing about finishing the job, and the audience eats it up. This is the sickness, folks. These are the same elites who scream stochastic terrorism at us conservatives for speaking strongly, but fantasizing about assassination. Oh, that's just punch-up comedy to them. It's disgusting. It's a double standard that will make your head spin. But it's not just one washed-up rocker. Oh no, it gets worse. Even the biggest names in comedy, the so-called intellectual giants of late night, treat Trump's survival as material. They revel in it, they milk it for laughs, and it's absolutely ghoulish. You won't believe what Bill Maher, the self-proclaimed voice of reason, said about the Trump shooting. Seriously, watch this.
that is going to be one of my favorite days of 2024.
The Trump assassination attempt.
Yeah, that day, because what?
That's the clip. No, I'm
What?
kidding.
It was.
No, it's great.
It would be different if he got killed. He didn't. There's no tragedy happened. Well, for one guy. And that I said that on stage that night.
Are you kidding me? Bill Maher just admitted the Trump shooting was one of my favorite days of 2024 because it gave him new jokes. He's glad Trump didn't die, not because he cares about human life, but so he can keep making money off hating him. That's not comedy, people. That's just pure, unadulterated ghoulishness. This is the same death-obsessed mindset as Kimmel's expectant widow line. These people, these comedians, they literally see Trump's potential death as content. It's sick, it's twisted, and it's exactly what we're talking about. And the pattern keeps repeating, even on the biggest sketch comedy stage in America. You know, the place that used to be funny, but now it's just a propaganda arm for the left. I'm talking about Saturday Night Live. They're not immune to this toxic, death-themed humor. They're actively participating in it, pushing the same vile narrative. Watch this clip from Michael Che. The smug look on his face says it all.
President Trump attended the opening night of Chicago at the Kennedy Center, and I think that's cool that the president is going to the theater. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? Michael Che with that smirk joking about Trump going to the theater and the audience. They cheer. Are you kidding me? What's the worst that could happen? Well, Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head at a theater, that's what. And NBC thinks that's comedy gold. This is the same toxic, death-themed humor as Kimmel and Maher. They are literally telling their audience, giving them permission to fantasize about Trump's death. It's not subtle. It's an open invitation. This isn't random. It's the same pattern that led straight to the real violence we just saw at the correspondence. So after all this vile, disgusting rhetoric from Kimmel, from Cup, from these so-called comedians, what was the response? Well, Melania Trump, with the grace and strength that only she possesses, called out the coward. She didn't mince words. Take a look at this screenshot from the New York Post. It lays out her full, fiery response. All right, folks, there it is right there. Melania's direct quote, Kimmel's hateful and violent rhetoric is intended to divide our country. Boom, she hit the nail on the head. Isn't it hilarious how the left always cries hate speech, violent rhetoric, until they're the ones doing it? Then it's just comedy. Then it's satire. Well, the First Lady just bodied this clown Kimmel, and he's probably hiding behind Disney's lawyers right now. This is classic, folks. The same exact rhetoric that Kimmel, Cup, Gass, Maher, and Che are all peddling gets called out for what it is by the actual First Lady. She sees right through their disgusting game. But the mainstream media, of course, is still trying to spin this as no big deal. They're trying to downplay it, to pretend it's just a funny joke that went a little too far. No, no, no. Even Fox News, for once, is dropping the receipts on Kimmel, showing exactly how vile this was. Get ready for this. Look at this, right there, Fox News highlighting the quote, "Our First Lady, you have a glow like an expectant widow." And right next to it, Melania's absolute slam, calling it hateful and violent rhetoric. ABC and Disney, they platformed this trash, this death wish, right before real violence occurred. Even Fox is calling this out for what it is. The left has absolutely zero defense left. This isn't an isolated incident, folks. This is the same pattern we've seen proven by Gass, by Maher, by Che. Hollywood's death rhetoric isn't some random occurrence. It is absolutely systemic. They're all in on it. Jimmy Kimmel and the Daily Wire, they're exposing the full Melania smackdown, showing her entire statement and her call for accountability. She's not just complaining, folks. She's demanding action. It's time for ABC and Disney to take a stand against this coward Kimmel. This isn't just a bad joke. It's a pattern of incitement. Hollywood's favorite comedian just got absolutely roasted by the actual First Lady, and she's not backing down. This is what happens when the left's jokes, from Kimmel to SNL, from Maher to Che, finally meet reality. They get called out, loud and clear, for the vile, hateful garbage they peddle. Now let's zoom out here, because this is bigger than just one bad joke, bigger than one late-night host. The pattern, folks, it is crystal clear. We've got Kimmel with his absolutely disgusting expectant widow line, then CNN's Cup claiming Trump wants us dead. You have Gass, the rock star, saying don't miss next time. Bill Maher celebrating a shooting attempt as one of my favorite days. And Michael Che on SNL smirking, what's the worst that could happen? All of them, using widow, death, assassination language against the Trumps in the same toxic window of time. They lecture us, they absolutely lecture us, about stochastic terrorism while actively engaging in it themselves. This is how the left creates the climate that leads to actual attempts on people's lives, and then they act shocked when it happens. It's a disgusting, hypocritical cycle. And the consequences, oh, they're already hitting them hard. This isn't going unnoticed, folks. Every single time they pull this stunt, Kimmel, cup, gas, mahachi, every single time they spew this vile, unhinged hatred, two things happen. First, conservatives rally harder. We see the derangement, we see the sickness, and it just fires us up even more. Second, the normies, the regular Americans who just want to live their lives, they see it too. They see the absolute, undeniable derangement of the left. Think about it. The Trump family shows grace under fire, dignity in the face of death wishes, while the left celebrates widow glow jokes and calls assassination attempts favorite days. This backfire, this spectacular cell phone, is the exact reason the left is losing the culture war in real time. It's why Trump's support is absolutely exploding. People are sick and tired of this garbage. So what do we do about it? What do we do when this kind of vile, hateful rhetoric is platformed by massive corporations? We fight back, that's what we do. We need to flood ABC and Disney with complaints. Demand Kimmel's firing. Share Melania's powerful response everywhere you can. Let them know this isn't acceptable. This isn't comedy, it's incitement. Now, I want you guys to rate this story 1 to 10 in the comments below. For me, this is a solid 10 out of 10 on the leftist cell phone scale. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and tell me your favorite Melania clapback line or which Hollywood hack disgusted you the most. Let's make this go viral, folks. Let's make our voices heard.